Hey, what's going on, guys? Courtney's here. Welcome to the 5-Minute Motivation Station, where we motivate millennial men to have more power, prosperity, and presence. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's talk about Mayweather versus Mcgregor. Now, this is a massive fight coming up tomorrow, August 26, 2017. I'm not here to talk about all the stats and who do I want to win and all that stuff. Quite frankly, I really don't care. Here's my personal take. I think Mayweather will win. I want him to win if I had to choose, and I'm not gonna watch the fight. I'm gonna see the takes and shit on Twitter and social media. But I wanted to talk about why is it that we get so pumped up? Why as a society, why as young men, why do we get so freaking pumped up about watching two very successful people in their own right, but also two very, very, very arrogant and egotistical people busting each other's brains out? Why do we get so excited about watching these two men bust each other's brains out tomorrow night? My reason for talking about this subject is I want to help you shift from where you are to where you want to go, to a higher place, to a greater place, right? My question is, I understand it's entertaining. Like, I'll admit, I'm curious. As a young 23-year-old man or whatever, I'm curious to see who wins. Like, it's an MMA fighter versus a boxer. I think Mayweather will win, And if I had to pick, I'd want Mayweather to beat McGregor, because at least just in the sport, in terms of the trash talk in the sport, I think if I had to choose between whose ego is a bit bigger, it needs a punishment, McGregor's ego needs a little more of a beating, I think, to humble himself. But that's not to say Mayweather's really any better. Like, he's still really bad. But the thing with me is, and I don't really care about all that stuff. Like I said, I'm not watching. But why in the hell do we get so pumped up about this fight when we don't ever get this way about actual worthy causes and big ideas? Like, this is probably one of the biggest events of the year. And to me, it's like, instead, what I would rather see instead of this, and you, maybe you're guilty, maybe you're going to watch it, maybe you're all into it, and you want to see someone get their head busted in and concussed and blacked out and all. I don't want to see that stuff. I don't want that. I don't wish ill will or death or pain on anybody. Now, granted, that comes with the sport, that comes with football, that comes with basketball, that comes with life. But why do we get excited about two egos? Basically, this is what it is. Two grown men's egos, big fucking egos, going at it, fighting each other's brains out to see who can win. It's going to last, like, what, an hour or less? Maybe a few rounds? And then it's over? Like, why don't we get excited about who can raise? How about this instead? Why don't we get tens of millions, why don't we get billions of people on this planet excited about who can raise more money for a charitable donation to end starvation? Who can raise the most money the fastest to end starvation? To end starvation in India and Africa and South America, and to end poverty, and to allow kids around the world to have education, to have a fair shot at life. Why don't we get excited about those actual worthy causes instead of two grown men's fucking egos going at it, busting each other's brains out? Why do we get so pumped up about this as a society? It shows where we're at. It shows our level of consciousness. And I'm all about raising the consciousness of this planet, moving us to a greater, higher place. And think about it. In 300 years, will this kind of stuff be going on? Think about it. I don't know. Like football, boxing, those things, I don't know. It's tough to say. Drop a comment below. What do you think? What do you think about the fight? What do you think? Will this kind of stuff be around hundreds of years ago, or hundreds of years in the future? And most importantly, let's shift. Let's me and you together. Let's make this world a better place. If there's one thing we can agree on for sure, we know that we need to make this world a better place. And I think when the world gets as pumped about following our own dreams and ending starvation as we do about this fight, that's when we know we're turning the corner on evolution and consciousness. So if there's one positive thing you do take away, get the fight and the tenacity these two guys have, but use it for your own dreams.